Judo Bhalu. So this is just a random vlog. I am not wearing any makeup. You can see nothing is there. Nothing is there. Okay, so I'm not wearing any makeup, and it's around 3 a.m. in the night, and I just came from my hometown, my parents' place. So this is just a random vlog, just to say hi. I'm there. I'm alive. So I actually cannot sleep and I don't know what to do right now. I did some arrangement in my room, but I won't be giving any room tour right now. Maybe sometime in future. Who knows? Anyway, so I was just sitting there and I was just thinking about myself and my life, and I just picked up this book. Just a moment. I picked up this book while traveling yesterday, and Paulo is one of my favorite writers, and I have never actually read his original books because they are in Portuguese, but I love his English translations when they come to India, and I love what he writes in his books. So I was just reading this book today, and it's just awesome. It's actually kind of a guide for your life. It's like whenever you are stuck in any of the life questions, what is love, what is death, what is defeat, and all that. So you can just go there, um, open up that particular page. Let me show you. um, Open up any particular page which has a question. It has actually chapters in the form of questions. So if you see, this is one of the questions. Describe defeat. Describe the defeated ones. So you can actually go to that particular chapter which you feel is right, and then you can read the answers, and you'll find bliss, and you'll find whatnot. You'll find all the answers to life and all that. But I actually love reading this book, and I actually there are certain paragraphs which make you think, um, what I love about Paulo is that when I'm reading one of his books, um, it's not just a self-help book, or it's not pure philosophy. It's you know it's philosophy in your mind. It makes you think. It makes you, you read something, and then I actually have to stop and think about what the author said. For example, I have not finished this book yet, but in the beginning only, he talks about uh, loneliness. I guess he talks about loneliness. I actually reposted that on my Facebook page. Not, I don't have a Facebook page for my YouTube yet, but let me just find that and come back. Okay, there will be a short cut in this video which was not supposed to be there, but right now I have to find it. I know I won't be able to find it in like 5 seconds or so let me just come back. Okay, see ya. Hi. So I found it. I know it took me some time, but whatever. So this paragraph is really because okay, let me just cut the. So um, why I love this paragraph is that because I have myself seen depression. I have come out of it, and I know many people who are facing depression, and not only depression, who are facing loneliness, and who don't know whether they are worth something or not, who always feel that, somebody nobody cares for them, and they don't mean anything for anybody else. So one thing is that, one thing I found while reading this book was found not found one thing I actually observed while reading this book was that solitude is not something that only I feel or only few people feel. Actually, everybody feels worthless, or everybody feels lonely at one or the other point of time in their lives. So not everybody feels, prince or princess in the world, and not everybody feels that their opinion matters. I may be doing this video, but I don't know how many people agree, and whether it matters or not. So these lines really make you think about what you're doing wrong, and whether being lonely is that bad thing. it's said that there is a difference between being alone and being lonely. So if you're alone, you should not always feel you are lonely. So anyway, I'm just going to read the lines straight out of this book. It says, solitude is not the absence of company, but the moment when our soul is free to speak to us and to help us decide what to do with our life. Therefore, blessed are those who do not fear solitude, who are not afraid of their own company, who are not always desperately looking for something to do, something to amuse themselves with, something to judge. If you are never alone, you cannot know yourself. I mean, these lines say that it's really important to be alone with yourself, not doing anything, not chatting on Facebook, not talking to people. You know, many of the times we feel that we are so lonely in our lives. We go to office, we come back, we spend our weekends with friends, but deep down we feel that loneliness, that nobody understands us. So you know when I read these lines, I actually thought that it's so true. It's why is it so difficult to be alone with yourself? You can do so many things. You can think about your future. Thinking is such a bless. Thinking, people don't think nowadays. People just they discuss with each other and they move on. They just hear opinions from here and from here. They don't think for themselves. So okay, my battery is just dying. So it's really important to be alone to think. You cannot think when you are in company of 1,000 million people. So blessed are those who love their own company. So let's start loving our own company. Let's start being alone. Let's start loving being alone. Not always, but yeah, it is important. So on that note, this very short video log has become almost 5 minutes or so. So I'll just say goodbye right now because I have to go sleep. It's 3 a.m. like I said, and I'm not sleepy, but still, let me try. Bye, YouTube. Mwah.